Who doesn't want to look and feel better, be healthier and happier, and enjoy their life? As our next guest says, you don't have to feel your age.
That's right. Dr. Bart Kerr founded the National Rejuvenation Centers and has helped thousands of people rediscover the vitality of their youth with his book, and it's simply called Rejuvenation. All right, Dr. Kerr, you practice what you preach, too, don't you?
Yes, I'm also a patient.
Yeah, you look great at 85.
So, what is rejuvenation medicine?
Rejuvenation medicine is the combination of, or what I call the trinity of rejuvenation, bioidentical hormone optimization, to make...
Stop right there. Yeah. What is bioidentical?
They're the hormones that you actually have in your body now. It's not foreign to your body.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we put those levels back to the healthiest demographic, the athletic 20-year-olds. Okay. That's what's important, the first part of the puzzle. The second part of the puzzle is once you have the hormones in your body and you have the energy to do things, with an athletic 20-year-old, what do they do? Athletics. We tell you how to work out, but not too much because your muscles change as you get older. Most of my patients are between 40 and 60, equal men and women. So what we want to do is show them how, and they actually have jobs, which takes up a little bit of time.
It sure does.
So what we want them to do is be able to go and train as little as possible and get the job done. Have their cake and eat it too.
You started this because of something very personal to you. It was your father. Tell us that story.
Yeah, this is something when your dad becomes an old guy and you don't really realize it. My father came to the office one day. My mom said, you better talk to this guy. He had a couple of mini strokes. He doesn't feel good. It's the first time I looked at my dad and saw an old guy. And at that point, I said, Dad, you got to do this stuff. And he's a grumpy old guy. I don't want to. That was about 10 years ago. I mean, what's really nice is when an 82-year-old guy can go to Universal and Islands of Adventure for 2 days, go on every ride with the grandkids and, and have a blast. Those are the things I want my patients to do, too.
So you said he's now bench pressing what?
He actually bench pressed 300 pounds at a body weight of 176 after riding his bike to the gym. Not the greatest thing for his shoulder. You should see the MRI. We don't want him to do things like that, but what happens is once these guys and these women feel great, they start doing things and trying stuff that they haven't done before.
But they have to do that safely, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Well, tell us about a few other success stories that you've had, because I know a lot of people want to think, is this something that could be for me?
It's really neat because if you just hit the wall, and if you're over 40 and you say, it's not like it used to be, it's Groundhog Day every day.
Right.
You're gaining body fat no matter what you do in the gym. You're dieting like there's no tomorrow, but you still put on the weight. You just feel bad. You have no libido. You're exhausted all the time. That's probably a candidate. That's
most people over 40.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, I guess that's why they like the book so much. But we've had so many neat patients. One girl comes to mind, one woman comes to mind. She came in because her menstrual cramps and hot flashes were so bad. She actually had to go to the hospital once every other month because they were so bad. That's really easy for us to fix. But what was neat about it was she lost 50 pounds in a deal. She had that wasn't even one of her, she just wanted to feel good.
Right.
I had a guy in his 60s, he just wanted to feel good again. And we were joking about climbing mountains at the end of this thing, like it's going to be great and all that. And he started climbing at that climbing place in Tampa. Yeah. And the guy actually went to Kilimanjaro and climbed Kilimanjaro. He actually went to the mountain, and he does it once a year, every year now.
So the results are good, and
they're
honestly,
phenomenal.
We appreciate you sharing everything with us. And for more information, or to buy a copy of his book, Rejuvenation, just head to nationalrejuvenationcenters.com.
And give him a call today. He might be able to help you.
That's right.
We'll be right back.
Tell me about your brand new book. It's doing very well on Amazon.
It is. We hit 4 #1s on Amazon. And what I've learned from the patients is, why are you doing this in the first place? Yes, you want to look better. Well, yes, you want to feel better. Yes, you want to be healthier. But what's the point? And they're all telling me the same thing. They want to enjoy their lives. That second half thing you just alluded to. They want to enjoy their lives. And at the end of the book, I took what all of them were telling me, all these successful people, and that happiness is their success, and I put down the rules that they gave me. I didn't make them up. They told me, because I see commonalities with all the patients that I've seen, and we put those in a book for people to read.
Okay, so we only have a couple of minutes left, but give me an outline of, like, let's say if I went to you and said, okay, yeah, I eat a cookie and I gain 4 weight. I smell food and I gain weight, but I exercise 6 days a week. What's my problem?
You're one of mine. What we have to look at first is your hormone levels. And what we do is a complete analysis of your hormone levels. And what I do is I give you optimal hormone levels. I try to match your hormone levels up with an athletic 20-year-old. Not a European shot putter type crazy hormone level, but like an athletic dancer or a cheerleader type hormone level, and all your hormones. We want them perfect. The next thing is we look at your other blood profiles as well, and then we develop an exercise and eating profile for you. You have to eat probably more than you're eating now, and but when you have that cookie, nothing happens, which is really, really cool.
So it's more leading towards exercise and changing your eating habits as opposed to putting a bandage on it and saying, okay, you need to take this medicine to feel better.
You know, what you want to do is a combination of all three, and not too much exercise. And what's really neat about the people in the 40 to 60 subset, they don't need a lot of exercise. More is actually worse. You have to put it together right for them. They don't know that. Eating good doesn't mean eating little. You know, I like to eat. I'm in San Francisco. I will eat, but I'll go home and I'll weigh the same. You know, because I know what I'm doing with the optimization part of the deal. If you, and we were talking about this earlier, if people work out and they train and they eat right and they still don't have any results, there's probably something else going on, and that's where we come in.
Margaritas.
Nice.
That's what's happening here, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, we come in and help that, and there's nothing wrong with a margarita. It's not drink the pitcher of margaritas. There's where we get the little confusion there. So what we have to do is with these people get a logical lifestyle together, and boy, do they have energy. They sleep good. They look great. Their blood profiles are phenomenal. I mean, they're basically Olympic athletes on paper.